The underdog, standing 6'5", number 1, D'Angelo Russell. Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. The Nets will look to their home court advantage, just one game here in Brooklyn. This, their first look at this year's New York squad. The guys, they got swept in last year's series, and you know that's the first and foremost thing in their minds as they look to turn the tables this time around.
And going back to last season, they really struggled for wins. And even against a team like this with comparable talent, they didn't manage one win in the season series.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And New York, looking at who they've got. Inside, it's Porzingis and Cantor. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Ntilikina. And it's Thomas in at the small forward position. Allen with it. Crabbe in the corner. And the three ball is good. Crabbe's got the first bucket of the game with the three for the Nets. And Allen Crabbe, a strong shooter from outside, but he can still be a bit streaky, Greg, at times.
Yeah, I mean, he'll joke with himself that when he's off, he plays like Allen, but when he's on, he's playing like AC. I mean, he uses that Jekyll and Hyde motivation to make sure he stays aggressive on offense. The team and coaching staff are in on it as well, as they know a hot Crabbe is a handful to deal with.
Now, here is Russell, following the miss by Porzingis. And Damari Carroll is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Ntilikina.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
To the paint, here's Allen. Excellent D from Cantor.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Ntilikina. Clock at 6. Outside for Thomas. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. So it's the Knicks now, searching for their first points of the game. And the pass to Cantor. There's a screen by Cantor. Over Allen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and two shots coming up.
And sometimes it seems the age of interior scoring big men has come and gone. Enes Kanter, one of the rare big men who can dominate a game offensively in the paint, great hands and the strength to create space.
Free throw, no good. And you talk about Cantor's inside game, but he's got a solid jump shot.
It looks very comfortable all the way out to 20 feet. I think before long we may see him add a three-point shot to his repertoire.
And he's good on the second.
Cantor is so hungry and has the desire to be an impact player on the glass every night. A very good low post scorer who can rebound at a high level.
Now here's Allen. He had 13 points in the win against Detroit.
Felt like he also was prepared for whatever the opposition was coming at him with. He was either contesting shots or swatting them away. Just a dominant defensive performance all the way around.
Thomas, no luck. New York comes into this one following a loss to the Atlanta Hawks. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Fareed the pass to Crabbe. Shot clock at 5. They set the pick. Allen kicks to Russell. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Russell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And smooth release from range. Russell can just do so many things for you.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach David Fizdale. He told me this is a fun night trying to slow down a team that's so smart and opportunistic. He said, look, we've scouted them, but this is the first time we've actually seen them this season. So it will be interesting to see if we can disrupt their offense and slow them down just a little bit. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thanks as always. Their goal early on is a simple one, keeping those opposing shooters from getting hot.
Yeah, and so defensively, they can't get tied into any one strategy. It might take a few different approaches here before they find one that works.
One approach, GA, might be clogging up the passing lanes and make it really difficult to move the ball around the perimeter, get away from the shifting, and keep the open three-point looks to a minimum.
Grab the pass to Allen. Shoots. Crabbe, no good.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, so some operation right there out of the pick and roll, and Hardaway Jr. making a smart decision in that set.
Allen dishes to Crabbe. Brooklyn gets it back in a new shot clock. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
So it's Brooklyn now. The Knicks making the shot. Now here's Carroll. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Now, this is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible. Not getting anything to go.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Nice job by Thomas in a good rhythm right there, pulling up off the dribble.
Nets trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Can they get it? Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Knicks go the other way with it. From 20 feet out, it's Hardaway, that time on the assist from Enes Kanter. Hardaway has got his second basket. Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Already, Brent, we've seen a changing of the guard of some teams where a new player is now the #1 option.
Well, I expected that this year we were going to have some of this take place. A lot of the reason why I would point to it is that you had 9 new coaches in the NBA this year. So there's going to be opportunity on some of those teams for somebody to take advantage of a new offense, a new way to play, a new way to get up and down the floor. And with that opportunity, some guys are taking full advantage
I
of it.
love the new opportunities, though, for some players that may have been pushed to the side of it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I like the opportunity maybe for some of these teams to start changing some of the older guard with their squad. Maybe come trade deadline. I think this year there's going to be a lot of movement come February because of those coaching changes.
And so here is New York after D'Angelo Russell hitting the 3 to the paint. It's stolen by Carroll. And here's the fast break. Here's Allen. That shot off. Excellent D from Kanter. The 3 from Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. And that's now 7 points for Porzingis.
Well, that's a patented move, I think, for Porzingis. Excellent with the catch and shoot.
There's a good screen. And the call against Lance Thomas. That is his first foul of the game. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for the Nets. And New York with a change here, too. Mario Hezonja's checked in for Lance Thomas. It's Carroll on the wing. Hezonja defending to the inside. Here's Ntilikina looking for his first basket still in this one. Back to Porzingis. It's Hezonja in the corner. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Russell kicks to Fareed. Knocks it loose. Brooklyn making some changes. Ed Davis is checked in for Allen. And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson in for Damari Carroll. And then for New York, Ron Baker comes in for Hardaway. And it's Burke in for Ntilikina. Now here's Burke. There's a screen by Cantor. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. And it's 9 points for Porzingis.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Davis sets a screen. Here's Russell. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Yeah, with the size and quick shot release, Russell a tough cover from mid-range.
Lasagna, the pass to Porzingis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Kenneth Fareed. And for Porzingis, one of the next steps for him offensively, becoming a better distributor.
Well, he showed last year, the first couple months of the year, to be a prolific scorer, and defenses know that too. So now the idea is, what if we crowd Porzingis? What if we double team him? Can he make the next play to his teammate? We'll see if it starts to unlock itself this year for him.
And the first one drops.
Well, Porzingis in the early part of his career has had some phenomenal first halves of seasons. In the second half has faded. You really just want to see a complete year from Porzingis where he can dominate.
The Nets making a switch here. Napier's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Noah's checked in. Both good from the line that time. And I'll tell you, Brent, a lot of distractions for the Knicks over the last few years.
Well, quite a number of coaching changes, obvious changes to the front office. So that means you're turning in a different direction. And some people in the Knicks organization really having a hard time just getting along with one another. Just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time. You can blame some poor defense on that play, just a total breakdown. You got to at least contest at some point.
Down low, picked off in midair. Here's Dinwiddie. Can't connect from short range.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
Nets trail by 8. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Porzingis with the steal. Baker kicks to Burke. Hezonja on the wing. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Outside, Porzingis. Here's Dinwiddie. Got a piece of it. It's off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. For 3.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Now here's Porzingis. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Atlanta.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
And their troubles just seemed to get compounded as they got later into that game. They did not have it that night whatsoever, and it ended up being a double-digit loss.
And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Nets.
And this shot chart shows just how effective their offense has been this season. They're the top-ranked team in the conference, and they've gotten there because of how multidimensional their offense has been. They don't get their points from any one specific area on the floor. They can score from all over the place.
Here's Napier, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Nets passing it around. Hollis Jefferson passes to Napier. Davis sets a screen. Here's Dinwiddie. Burke covering. A three-pointer off the mark.
Man, it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
To the inside. Here's Dinwiddie. Noah with the block.
That's something Noah is phenomenal at doing, leaving the floor quickly enough to get the block.
Baker passes to Noah. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Porzingis. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Porzingis has got 15 points.
Well, his offense should come with the warning label, caution, flammable. He's connecting on everything. The D looks dumbfounded.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Davis. Here's Hollis Jefferson.
And you have to love the way Hollis Jefferson plays on the defensive end. So active with his length and can disrupt an offense single-handedly. The team is visibly better on defense with Hollis Jefferson on the floor.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting two.
No good on that one. Emmanuel Moutier's checked in for Burke. And the second free throw, good. The Knicks leading by 11. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Now here's Fareed. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And Kenneth Fareed, an outstanding performance with Team USA in 2014. But, Greg, his minutes have gone down in recent seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great rebounder. He's got all the athleticism you need, but he's not a shooter or a big-time defender. In today's game, you need your big man to do at least one of those two.
Shooting two.
That one is off.
And the persistence shown by Fareed on every possession gets infectious.
No luck that time either. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Pistons in Detroit. Moutier kicks it to Noah. Six on the shot clock. Here's Azania. No good from outside. Nets trail by 13. 27 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Hazonia defending. Napier passes to Dinwiddie. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Dinwiddie's got 6. Pass to Porzingis. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Knicks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. So it's New York enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break.
18. 18.
Coming to the Brooklyn Nets in 2017, Alan Crabb saw the opportunity.
Being a Net for me, man, is just great. You know, it's good for my future. It's good for my career. I think they did whatever they had to do in order to get me. So why wouldn't you want to play for an organization like that, man?
Clearly, this team values Crabb, and Greg, what he gives them.
And no question, Crabb is a floor spacer who also defends at a high level, a versatile player.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And the Knicks guys have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
Carroll is the 3 with Hollis Jefferson at the 4. Then there's Shabazz Napier. Then there's Davis, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
Here's Porzingis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Porzingis has got 21 in the game. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie kicks to Carroll. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And you know, for that Pelicans game, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Dinwiddie passes to Hollis Jefferson. He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Hazanya. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Nets trail by 15.
A tremendous opportunity for David Fizdale to re-energize his coaching career. Just that short stint he had in Memphis. He's a smart guy, a ton of charisma, which of course the New York fans are going to react to, and try to rework this roster and find some talent and push forward.
Now here's Moutier. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Porzingis. That one misses. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And Davis can't get it to go. New York's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And the Nets making a change here. Allen's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Thomas is checked in. Now here's Moutier. Napier covering. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And when it came to hiring Fizdale, the Knicks went so far as to contact their former coach, Pat Riley.
Yeah, Pat, a bit of Knicks royalty with his success in the Big Apple, said this about Fizdale, that he's got a great mind and that he'll be mentally prepared for everything New York throws at him. So a good choice for the Knicks, and we'll see how he performs in the big city.
The first one falls.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Brooklyn. Then for the Knicks, Enes Kanter's checked in for Noah. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Porzingis. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Hezonja. And he makes both free throws. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the best player in the NBA?
5 years from now, the best player in the NBA will be
Antetokounmpo? I'm going to go.
Wow.
I'm going to go and just say that right now.
You think he'll be the best player in the league?
If he does not get injured, I think he'll be the best player in the NBA. 5 years from now.
Okay, that sounds good.
Give me another name.
Is Joel Embiid going to be the man in the league?
I like that. If he stays healthy. Of course, you can say that with anybody.
You can say it with anybody, but Joel Embiid might just be that guy.
Wow. Special talents. Allen dishes to Carroll. Russell kicks to Allen. Carroll with a screen for Allen. Nice work there coming off the screen. And that's 11 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And great play call. Just so often an initiator. Russell can also catch and fire.
Thomas trying to break loose. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist for Moutier. And the Knicks lead by 16. Now Russell. 11 points in the game. Allen outside. Screened by Russell. Outside Carroll. But they'll get another chance. Hardaway with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. Finished off the break. Ntilikina's got his first bucket in this one.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
There's the screen. Here's Napier. Banked in off the glass.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
And there's the foul. Will go on Shabazz Napier. That'll be his second foul of the game. Alan Crabb, he's checked in for Napier. Stolen by Allen. He kicks to Russell over Moutier, and it's Russell missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Hardaway for 3. It's good from long range. Hardaway has got 7 points.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Thomas's shot is off. Nets trail by 19. Carroll for 3. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Thomas passes to Hardaway. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
That's a hard-nosed play from Hardaway, absorbing contact and not taking no for an answer.
Russell off the screen. It's off target. He's 4 of 9 from the field. Here's New York. They're on a 16-5 run here. Brooklyn's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Allen. It's rebounded by New York. And now the Knicks on the break. Moutier with the ball. Here's Ntilikina. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
If there's a skill set you like your point guard to have, that's exceptional court vision. Moutier shows it off there with that assist.
Davis with it. Now Thomas defending. Davis dishes to Carroll. The tray. Moutier with the rebound.
And, you know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Pass to Hardaway. Launches it. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And their aggressiveness on D, for me, it felt like that was the advantage that turned the tide for them.
Well, fast and physical, sometimes you can get lost if you get out of whack. They had great discipline on that end of the floor, and that led to some key stops, and they got the win.
The Knicks making a switch here. Burks is checked in. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And Tim Hardaway Jr. came into the league as an athlete and a shooter and a good player out in transition on the run. And he really improved his game under Mike Budenholzer in Atlanta. I think he really learned how to work more efficiently, and that helped him out. He's improved his game a little bit each year, and not too long ago signed a big free agent contract to stay in New York.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan. And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Brooklyn's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Crabbe kicks to Russell. Davis sets a screen. They set the pick. Back to Crabbe. This one for three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Davis sends it back.
It's a wonder we don't see more of that from Davis. He has the live legs and instincts to be a premier shot blocker in the league.
Got a hand on it. They recover it.
That's his first personal foul.
Brooklyn shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game.
Jarrett Allen. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. With today's superstars often joining forces, Brent, we hear some retired legends saying they wanted to beat their rivals, not join their rivals. What do you think?
I saw a lot of joining going on from some of the guys who make those comments, Kevin. So that sort of stuff just eludes me as to where it's coming from. This league has always been dominated by teams that have at least two, if not three, upper echelon
Superstar players.
Superstar players that end up winning titles. So it's happening now. It happened then. It will continue to happen.
Now here's Burke. There's a screen by Cantor. And here is Hardaway. 4 on the clock. Shoots off the screen, and the jumper falls for him. Hardaway has got 7 now in this quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Russell kicks to Crabbe to the middle. Here's Fareed. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And you got to love the aggressive attitude by Fareed there, knowing that no one could guard him down low.
Passes it to Ntilikina. Outside Thomas. Thomas a screen. Ntilikina passes to Hardaway. No good on the 3. Nets trail by 21. Fareed with it. Now Thomas defending. And Russell gets it to go.
Monster night, and what's scary, Russell's built for many more of these.
Back to Burke. Thomas a screen. Cantor with a screen on Russell. Right wing. Thomas a screen. Off the screen. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Brooklyn's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Screen by Fareed. To the inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Ntilikina. Some last season stats for him. Averaged 6 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's been a bit of a struggle for him. I mean, he can get down on himself at times. He's just got to keep working, and I think things will turn around.
This is where your character can be tested, his will to fight through this kind of adversity. But I think he's got a good chance.
Now here's Burke. Not a lot of room. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Did you ever think, Brent, that we'd see this many players, 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers, handling the ball and shooting like we're seeing them shoot from that kind of distance?
I'm hopeful for it. I've been hopeful for it, and it doesn't surprise me about what the league is. This is a very select group of people that have the right combination of DNA and genetics, and the fact that these guys are more and more capable with their skill set, not a surprise to me, Kevin.
So fun to watch, too. My goodness. It's Allen on the wing. Dinwiddie kicks to Russell. Fareed setting the pick for Russell, and the call against Lance Thomas. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Porzingis is checked in for the Knicks. And Brooklyn has possession. Fareed setting the pick for Russell. Clock at 6. Screen by Fareed. Russell off the screen. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Russell's got 15 points.
And whether on or off ball, Russell really knows how to work off screens.
Burke the pass to Thomas. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Cram. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Kristaps Porzingis, standing 7'3". He's played power forward early in his NBA career, but with that height, his future, it could be at the center position.
2.
That free throw good from Porzingis. And with Porzingis having the ACL tear, Greg, maybe losing some of his lateral quickness, perhaps accelerating his move to the 5.
I mean, part of his rehab was hitting the weights and just adding strength. I think, if anything, his offensive skill set, though, even more impactful at the 5.
So he gets them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Screen by Fareed. Dinwiddie kicks to Fareed. To the middle, here's Russell. An easy layup after coming off the pick. He's got 17.
And this is why you like size in the backcourt. Russell taking the hit, yet still able to finish.
Porzingis inside. Noah the screen. Hazanya drains it from beyond the arc. Hazanya's got 6.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Knicks hope to build a contender around their star player, Kristaps Porzingis. He said playoff experience would be huge at this point in my career. The sooner, the better. That's the only thing I'm focused on. What I need to do on the court to play better, make my team win. Kevin, we'll see if they can get there together.
Thanks, D.A. Now, here's Burke. Following the miss by Porzingis. Another shot. It's tipped. There's Crabbe with the 3. That one's not going to go. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Porzingis can't hit. Nets trail by 19. Lets it go with the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Crabbe's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his 3rd of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
Baker passes to Porzingis. Back to Baker. The layup off target. And so it's the New York Knicks in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello! You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here at this beautiful table. This is a beautiful table.
What is this, oak?
It is. It's, I think it's teak.
Oh, teak.
There's Shaq. There's Kenny.
Polished oak.
Teak. It's
Polished
very
teak.
nice. It's very nice.
You mean antique?
No, it's just teak.
Teak.
I have an antique.
It was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He had 25 points, 2 assists, and 6 rebounds. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
The unicorn showing why people are still so excited about his potential. He can score in bunches. Perfect form on the jumper. Developing his post game. The defense and rebounding is still a work in progress, but heading in the right direction. He just needs to get a little bit stronger, and he's a superstar.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets?
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters, and you got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Welcome back as we get a beautiful aerial view of the Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one. Skilled and relentless.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Tipping off the second half, here's David Fizdale's 5. Inside, it's Porzingis and Cantor. Ntilikina out there with Hardaway. And it's Thomas in at the 3 slot. Stolen by Thomas. One-on-one fast break. Fires it up. They get it back. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Can't go in soft. You got to have intention when you go in there on the glass, and Porzingis wanted to beat everybody to the ball that time.
Now here's Carroll. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. There's Russell with the 3. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
Here's Ntilikina. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
Carroll kicks to Fareed. Back to Carroll. Fareed setting the pick for Russell. Shot clock at 5. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
A putback. Knicks with the rebound. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Cantor, the pass to Thomas. Outside, Porzingis. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Hardaway for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Hardaway has got 14 points for the game.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
Screen by Fareed. It's Russell with the drive. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Russell's got 24 points. Ntilikina kicks to Cantor. There's a screen. Now the pass to Hardaway. And again, New York with the triple.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. It's been quite a game for Porzingis.
Yeah, I know the defense has 5 guys, but collectively they're no match for this guy. He is roasting them.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
See a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Russell.
And this is the kind of performance that everyone talks about seeing in person. The way he's attacked the defense with no hesitation. The tough shots he's taken and made, just a masterpiece. When he gets it going, he can put up some big numbers.
The shot by Carroll, no good.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
Cantor dishes to Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, Hardaway has a decent offensive repertoire, and right now he's getting himself into a rich lather.
Crab with the ball. He's got 12. Kicks to Russell. Fareed setting the pick for Russell. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Davis comes in for Fareed, and it's Napier in for Allen Crabbe. Emmanuel Mudiay's checked in for the Knicks. Carroll against Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Knicks leading by 19. Hardaway. Not this time.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Now here's Davis. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The baseline J. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Hardaway. Mudiay passes to Porzingis. And Thomas has it in the corner. Back to Porzingis. And that's going to be a travel. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. 5th on the list, and it's Cantor.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Russell kicks to Davis. There's the pick. Feeds it to Napier. Thomas with the steal. And here's Porzingis for a 3. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 4 assists in the game. The Nets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm.
And the intangibles of Lance Thomas is really pretty much an effort guy and team first with his attitude. He has been the team captain before, and some of the younger guys can learn a lot from the approach that Lance Thomas brings on a daily basis.
Here's Napier. Here's Russell. Got a piece of it. Up top, Cantor, defended by Allen. Cantor, the pass to Thomas. Back to Cantor. Outside for Thomas. 6 to shoot. Pass to Cantor. New York needs to get off a shot. Thomas, no good.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the Nets. Hezonja, he's checked in for the Knicks. Knicks on defense. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
A brief check now of the stats for Kristaps Porzingis. Coming off a terrific season. Last season, how about 22 points per? Almost 2.5 blocks and 6 rebounds. And his defensive presence inside, not to be overlooked. He builds a wall around the basket.
Yeah, over this whole last stretch of games, he's been shutting down the lane with total authority. Impressive stuff.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And the 13th pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Davis has already been with a number of teams in his young career.
Moutier, no good. Nets trail by 21. Davis drives in. Got a hand on it. New York's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Porzingis, and it's blocked, but they recover it. Russell against Hardaway. Cantor with a screen on Russell. Clock at 6. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Tim Hardaway Jr. returning to New York with a 4-year, $71 million contract that surprised many. He's got to shoot better than he did last season to be worth that kind of money.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Hardaway, of course, the son of former All-Star point guard Tim Hardaway, who played with the Warriors in the Heat.
Yeah, I mean, Hardaway Jr. much more comfortable, I think, off the ball in terms of spotting up and attacking. Definitely has worked on his ball handling and creating a little bit more of his own offense.
Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for D'Angelo Russell. He's perfect from the line this time.
Growing up in the Bay Area, I worked out a lot and spent a lot of time with Tim Hardaway Sr. Remember the killer crossover. And Tim Hardaway Jr. continues to show why he belongs in the league after a lot of hard work on his own.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Moutier kicks to Porzingis. Rebounded by the Nets. Davis has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Now here's Napier, defended by Moutier. It's blocked. To the paint. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Carroll passes to Davis. He kicks to Dinwiddie. There's a screen. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Dinwiddie's got 10 points. Now here's Moutier. He's got 5. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Dinwiddie kicks to Davis. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. The putback.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
A different look for New York. Ron Baker comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Trey Burke subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier.
Ron Baker. Trey Burke.
Now here's Burke. Defense right on him. Noah high post. Passes it to Baker. Misses the 3. Nets trail by 21. Carroll for 3. It's rebounded by Noah. The 3 from Porzingis. Rebound Brooklyn. Outside Davis. Napier dishes to Carroll. There's the pick. Davis sets a screen. Jumper off the screen.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away. And you could see some miscommunication on the defensive end of the floor that time. No excuse for letting a player get that good a look on that possession.
Now here's Porzingis. He has 30. Noah the screen. Hazonia kicks to Porzingis. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Porzingis has got 32 points in the game.
Well, Porzingis at that size, able to use a screen, that is a huge asset for the team.
Davis the pass to Napier. Here's Dinwiddie. Burke covering. And it's off from three-point range. Inside. Noah's shot is off. Nets trail by 20. Davis with it. Noah picks him up. Davis the pass to Dinwiddie. It's rebounded by New York. Burke's got his third rebound tonight. To the middle. And Davis pulls it down. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Dinwiddie kicks to Carroll. To the inside. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 7 points for the quarter.
And that's how you set up your teammates. Done with a little bit of flair.
Now here's Burke. Napier covering. Porzingis sets the pick for Burke. Inside. The jump hook. Count it. Good. 34 points for Porzingis.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
They set the pick. Now here's Napier. He's tightly guarded. 6 on the shot clock. From past the arc. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Screen by Porzingis. Noah with a screen for Burke. Here's Porzingis. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for the Nets. Alan Crabb comes in for Napier. And a switch here also for New York. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Noah. Nets trail by 17. And Ron Baker gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. Allen's checked in. And New York with a change here too. Ntilikina's checked in. And stolen by Burke. It's stolen by Allen. Now the pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Allen. Thomas with the steal. Pass to Ntilikina. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Ntilikina's got 6 points.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Kicks it to Crabb. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
It's a nice-looking stroke from the mid-range. Porzingis, at his height, he knows it. He can get that shot off anytime he wants.
Hollis Jefferson kept alive. Misses there. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the New York Knicks. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. We'll return shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The Knicks leading by 21. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Kenneth Faried. Then there's Allen. Then it's Allen Crabbe. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Now here's Burke. D right on him. Screen by Porzingis. Fires from deep. No good that time. The Nets go the other way with it. To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. Hezonja, the pass to Burke. Porzingis kicks to Hezonja. Back to Porzingis. Brooklyn with the rebound. Faried's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Allen. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Now here's Burke. Launches a 3. Porzingis can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Buries the long-range jumper.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
Screen by Porzingis. Pass to Hezonja. 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. And the Knicks lead by 19.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trade.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
And they pick up 2.
And for a player who's so prolific from beyond the arc, Crabbe has the length and some hops inside to beat you.
Screen by Porzingis. Burke, the pass to Hezonja. Here's Thomas. Second chance shot. And Allen with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Knicks ball.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Cantor checked in for New York. Now here's Burke. He's guarded by Russell. Cantor kicks to Thomas. Thomas a screen. Shoots off the screen. No good off the back of the rim.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Porzingis out there and hustling in transition to get the nice finish.
Screen by Faried. There's Crabbe with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Cantor's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Now here's Faried, the fast break opportunity. Another shot. Porzingis with the block. They get it back.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them. And for D'Angelo Russell, the former number 2 pick, it's all about developing himself as a player and a leader. Has focused more on the team and less on himself of late, and knows what is expected of him and has to earn every second of floor time.
The first free throw is good. And last season, Russell had to fight for minutes upon returning from injury.
Yeah, and battles like that help mature a player and really keep them focused. Those are areas where Russell had struggled in the past. I think he and his coach both know it's not easy, but it has already started in making Russell the best player he can be.
The Knicks leading by 17. Here's Ntilikina to the middle. Here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Russell passes to Allen. Back to Russell. Makes it off the glass. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter.
This guy is looking for some life preservers. He needs more help. He's playing well, but his teammates have to pick up the slack here.
Here's Porzingis. Lays it up off the glass. Porzingis has got 40 points.
This is great to see him take over in stretches like this, coming alive at just the right time.
Crabbe dishes to Russell. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Back to Crabbe. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
The Knicks leading by 16. Here's Ntilikina. He kicks it to Hardaway. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Nets have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And they double up Russell. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
So it's Brooklyn now. New York's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. The three from Porzingis drops in the tray. Porzingis has got 43 points.
Well, he just nailed his second three of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Russell from long range. It's rebounded by New York. The drive by Cantor. Over Allen. Off the left rim and out.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
Outside Russell. Stolen by Cantor. Here's Ntilikina. Stolen by Fareed. Outside Russell. Shot on the wing. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Stolen by Fareed. Here's Crabbe. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And not a guy who gets to the charity stripe a ton, but overall, Crabbe shoots a solid percentage from there.
At the line from your Nets, Allen Crabbe. 2 shots.
Two.
And the first one drops. Jamari Carroll's checked in for Brooklyn. Both free throws good from Crabbe. The Knicks leading by 17. Here's Ntilikina. Passes to Hardaway. Screened by Porzingis. And the three off target.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Goes back up. It's blocked. Now Thomas. Some nice passing by New York here. Cantor sets the pick for Hardaway. To the right side. Deflects the pass. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ntilikina. Rebounded by the Nets. Carroll's got his 3rd rebound on the night. There's the pass to Crabbe. Now, here is Russell. He's tightly guarded. Yep, that one goes in there.
And how about Carroll using his size there, taking it strong inside?
Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Cantor. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Gotta love the fact that going vertical is a major part of what makes him so difficult as a point guard to defend, especially around the rim.
They get the rebound. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
At the line for your Nets, Damari Carroll. At the line for two.
Two.
No good on the free throw. And along with the resurgence Carroll had last season, in large part due, I think, Greg, to finally feeling healthy.
Yeah, and Carroll is quick to tell you just how hard it was for him to regain form after that knee injury. Coming back is something that each player experiences kind of in their own way. Great presence, though, on and off the floor, and really a natural leader.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Snatched up, but he stays with it. Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Russell, and Kanter throws it down.
Well, the size, length, and power of Kanter on full display that time.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Hardaway with a wide open look. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Now here's Crabb, guarded by Hardaway. Crabb the pass to Russell. Fareed setting the pick for Russell. Back to Crabb. No good on the triple. The Knicks leading by 19. And there's the feed to Thomas. It's stolen by Carroll. And now the fast break. Fareed with the ball. Pass to Crabb. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Ntilikina. Brooklyn with the rebound. Russell's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Crabb, no good. New York's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. The dish to Thomas. To the paint and stolen by Russell. 3-on-3. Now here's Crabb, guarded by Hardaway. Passes it to Allen. Outside Russell, 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Knicks shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Screened by Porzingis. Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. And the pass to Hardaway. There's a screen by Kanter. They get the rebound. Porzingis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his third personal foul. At the line for the Knicks, Kristaps Porzingis. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. There's no longer a home and road designation as far as light and dark jerseys. Is that an issue at all? I mean,
Not really. It's a little off-putting some games where you just flip on and your
trying
brain's
to figure out where they exactly.
Where's this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. It's been quite a game for Porzingis.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And Fareed kicks to Napier. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Davis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Joakim Noah.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And Davis taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. We hear a lot about small market teams being anxious about retaining their own star players. Is that overblown, or do you think there is reason for concern on their part?
Do we think that players are not going to get recognized if they play in a small market by the national media, if they're one of the best players?
Well, look Oklahoma City, look at Milwaukee without Antetokounmpo. I mean, they're all getting recognized.
Yeah, I think these ideas have gone by the wayside for a lot of players, and they want the best opportunity for their playing and their best opportunity to shine, no matter where that is. So it's a bit of an archaic argument, in my opinion, Kevin, the way it is that we see guys nowadays, and take the small market thing out about it. There's one market, it's called the NBA.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Napier's checked in. And then for New York, Joakim Noah is checked in for Porzingis. Ron Baker comes in for Lance Thomas. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Ntilikina. Crab dishes to Fareed. Nets passing it around. Screen by Fareed. Now here's Napier. Defended by Mudiay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
At the line for your Nets, and Davis taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. We love the sneakers these players wear. Now so many different styles. A lot of different signature shoes out there.
I'm not really a sneakerhead myself, Kevin. I didn't really fall down that rabbit hole, but I know some guys in the league, and we've seen photos of their closets at home filled with
hundreds.
Not hundreds. I've seen guys pushing thousands of pairs of shoes. Now that is dedication.
Worth a lot of money.
No doubt about it. And some of the guys, Kevin, don those specialty sneakers in big-time games. And the one guy that comes to mind for me is P.J. Tucker. Lots of play from P.J. Tucker about some of the things that he strapped on last year during the finals.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
A rebound by Hazanya.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Mudiay kicks to Hazanya. There's the pick. Cantor, the pass to Mudiay. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Knicks lead by 20.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Now the team came in fired up from the opening tip. You could see the focus. You're ready to do battle.
Outside, Davis. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's Moutier. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat him down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.